Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You see by title below, this is on episode 9 of Masou Gakuen HxH, and yes, I am sorry this is late. I had a whole bunch of things to do, school, and just a bunch of other stuff that really just did not allow me to watch this episode. When I was finally able to watch it now, and I'm like, come on. I was like, I want to go home and watch that goody fan service. Come on, who doesn't want it? What new fan service will we have in this episode? And while it's not to my taste, and I didn't really care for this episode too much, it was definitely more of a build-up in my opinion. If you like S&M, if you like that torture kind of stuff, this episode had it. You know, learning a lot of stuff too about Belantis, and of course the big thing with Kizuna's mom appearing at the end. Yeah, things are starting to go down. I mean, considering this is episode 9, so there's only 3 more episodes left in the season, things are going to start getting pretty crazy. But this episode, in terms of obviously last episode, I was like full on like, dude, you know what would be so cool? A threesome, or like they all have a huge orgy. Guess what? They did that last episode. They had a threesome. So I was wondering, what are they going to have next in this one? Guess, hey, something new for sure. S&M in this one. But yeah, overall this episode, mostly for the first half of it, was definitely more of a kind of comedic, funny kind of just going around. It's a festival going on right now. You see that obviously at the beginning, what the hell? Kizuna is having like a presentation. He says it's a science project, and he's talking about food at first for some reason. All the guys are like, no, come on, there is something better. We don't want to listen to this. Come on, you know? And then of course you see all of a sudden he's like, okay, fine, whatever. Takes out these, you know, diagrams, not diagrams, but these images, 3D images of all the girls nude, and they're, you know, there's spots where they're, you know, get horny and stuff when you touch them, and even had a video of how you do in her, you know, that one scene where we saw him grabbing her butt for all those guys to see. And I'm over here like, Kizuna, what are you doing? You're just showing nudes of them, a porno pretty much. How you do when she came in and beat him up? I wasn't even sorry for him. I was like, this guy deserves it. What the hell? You don't just do that. This is your harem. These guys don't deserve to see those nudes, to see that video. Man, what the hell was he thinking? And he just plays it off like it's nothing. Like, oh yeah, here's their body. I made this. These are the areas where if you touch them, they'll feel really good, but you have to also think about, you know, their feelings and everything. And everyone's like, holy crap, he's a pro. He's a pro. And I'm just like, oh man, Kizuna, you're what the hell, seriously. And then of course the rest of that half of the episode was him trying to look for Aine, because there's an idol group thing going on with Amaterasu. He goes to find Sylvia, and all the girls there are like, Edos, and just run. He sees the engineer, Edos Overlord. Of course, there's that scene where he blows himself up too, but everyone, he's become famous around the school. The guys love him thinking he's a pro. The girls hate him because they think he's a pervert. It's just like, what the hell, Kizuna? Definitely infamous yet famous at the same time for the different groups that there is there. But overall, pretty much most of the first half is just, you know, Kizuna trying to find Aine because there's festival things going on. Then we see, of course, this torture scene to which we find out a little bit of Belantis, and that pretty much they're all girls for one thing, all women there. And pretty much Belantis is taking over different countries. At first I thought it was different worlds, but what Gabrielle or whatever her name is said is that she used to be a soldier for a different country that, you know, was taken over by Belantis, and pretty much she's not as bad as we thought and everything. She's actually pretty much, she doesn't want to kill all those civilians and everything. She thinks that they've taken over enough of Lemuria, or Earth is what it is, and pretty much she's kind of not such a bad person, obviously. But of course, the other people think otherwise. They're super hell-bent on getting Aine and Zetos, obviously, because you see in this episode as well that Aine has been getting flashbacks of a different world and everything. And it just concludes to pretty much that she is from from that other planet, Belantis, the country from Belantis. And I guess she was like a high ruling person or something, obviously, because she's so important that they're sending pretty much the whole fleet there. And obviously in this episode you see that Aine is scared. She doesn't want to do any more heart hybrids because she doesn't want to get any of those memories of that other world. She's scared of that. She doesn't think she'll be her after all of that, to which of course, you know, Kizuna is like, you will be you no matter what, and all this kind of stuff, being nice to her. starts, we get a little erotic scene during the idol concert scene with Sylvia there instead of Aine, and I just felt it was kind of weird. The transitions back and forth was just weird. I feel like it would have been better separate and have the concert. I thought it would be cool to see them as an idol concert kind of thing going on, but they didn't really show as much. But I guess they don't want to show the idol kind of thing. That would have been some nice fan service as well. Not like the erotic sexual kind, but like seeing, you know, Amaterasu as what's it called? An idol group would have been pretty cool to see as well. But pretty much, yeah, he starts groping her, you know, getting the mood on and everything, and then all of a sudden, bam, she gets flashbacks of this different world, this different everything from Belantis probably, and she gets scared, and boom, that was pretty much when the fleet comes to attack. And that's not the big thing, obviously. Like I said before, Kizuna's mom is here. Now, we don't know if she's really bad, if she's there for any, you know, secret reasons or anything. She's doing some good maybe, and or anything like that, or she's doing it for her own greedy kind of thing, and she's obviously bad with Belantis. We do not know for sure yet, because we actually have not seen her in person besides flashbacks until now. And now she is with, of course, the fleet going there to attack. So definitely be an interesting episode to see how Aine reacts to her, how Kizuna reacts to her, how she reacts to them, what she's going to say, what she's doing, and how probably find out that Aine is like some royalty in Belantis or something, which will be pretty interesting to see. But overall, that was pretty much the episode. In terms of fan servicey, erotic kind of scenes, it was okay for me. I don't really care too much for S&M stuff. It was just her getting whacked with the whip and everything. If you like that, then hey, all for you. You must have loved that scene and everything. But overall, pretty much for that kind of stuff, not as much. The beginning first half was more funny kind of stuff, some cute stuff, some, obviously there was also a part with like, you want to be the master of the masters, hey, here's a maid cafe, super expensive, but it's got some pretty good stuff, a lap pillow, like a whole bunch of other stuff. I think I saw a slap too, like, oh, you want to be slapped, pay for it, we'll let that happen, one of the maids will slap you. I was like, okay, hey, if you like that kind of stuff, then sure, pay up. They got it right there for you. But overall, that was pretty much the episode. Yeah, like I said, the first half was more kind of funny, cute stuff. Second half, or portion of the second half, was obviously the whole Belantis thing and the whole thing of them finally going a huge fleet to attack. So the next 3 episodes are going to be like the big ones, the explosive ones, where everything just blows up. We find everything about Kizuna's mom. We find out everything about Aine. And we have some maybe pretty crazy cool fights and maybe some pretty damn crazy fan service. Because that's what we want. Sure, this anime has some pretty interesting action when they have the immoral weapons and stuff. But what we watch this anime for, don't even lie, we're watching this for the fan service. I can't wait to see what they have next in store. Like literally, I don't know what they could have next. You know, one thing that's pretty funny though, that someone mentioned, it would be cool if like Kizuna became king at the end. Tell me not. That would be pretty cool if all of a sudden he like takes over Belantis and Earth and pretty much has them all bow down to him, and the last scene is like a huge orgy with all of them, and he's like, you know, on like his throne, like ha ha ha, yeah, you know, the Eidos overlord, Eidos emperor, the king. That would be pretty damn funny. I gotta admit, like I would be like, oh damn, that's my boy right there. But I don't think that would happen. If that did, then that would definitely be one of the best endings for a ecchi harem anime that I've ever seen in quite a while. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. There's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. Really, it's up the channel. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.